Yeah, I'll always be a metalhead. Nothing can take that away from me.
Right.
I mean, not jail, not people, not religion, not anything. I'll always be a metalhead, 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 metalhead. Metal, that makes it all right.
You're listening to the Great Metal Debate Podcast.
Welcome back, Metalheads, to another episode of the Great Metal Debate Podcast. It's your man Xander again, and today we have a very special band to talk about. For the first time in 33 years, this Swedish thrash metal band called Mezzrow has finally released their second album titled Summon Thy Demons. For the very few metalheads out there who have actually heard of this band's debut before, they have waited over 3 decades for new music from this band. This just goes to show you that it is never too late to release new material. Before I began listening to this album, I decided to go back and listen to the original 1990 album titled Then Came the Killing, and I'll be completely honest, it hasn't stood the test of time. It sounds extremely dated and way too similar to other thrash metal acts at the time. This long-awaited release on Fireflash Records has much better production quality and is instantly noticeable during the first song, King of the Infinite Void. Gone are the days of the drumming sounding like someone slapping their hands on a countertop, and in with the crisp audio with Jon Skare pounding the skins. It is worth noting that this band has 0 original members, as they have all come and gone over the years. This fresh lineup seems to truly capture lightning in a bottle. As someone who has never been crazy about the style of thrash metal, I'm glad that this new album seems to be one of the few that I personally enjoy. Summon Thy Demons has a real modern Havoc and Warbringer-esque vibe about them. They are fast, loud, and aggressive, while keeping that classic Sodom bravado, especially with frontman Uffe Peterson's vocal delivery. Another thing that I like about his style is that you can hear every single word that he says in every single song, making the entire album sound like one big sing-along. The second song, Through the Eyes of the Ancient Gods, is a thrashing good time with great overall musicianship and catchy lyrics. And then we have the album title track, coming in softly with a faded-out choir before annihilating your eardrums with the menacing words that feels like venom being spat in your face. The next song on the album, What Is Dead May Never Die, is a real headbanger, thanks to guitarist Magnus Soderman and Ronny Jornstrom with their amazing riffs. The song is quite an earworm too. I had the song stuck in my head for a while after hearing it for the first time. The beginning of the song, De Mysteriis Immorti, has an old-school 1980s-era Metallica sound to the violent heavy metal riff. Personally, I refer to the song as Summon the Dead because of the gang vocals towards the end chanting these words. Summon the Dead! I love how before this next song fades in, we hear a sonar beeping from a submarine. It's very fitting since the song is titled Beneath the Sea of Silence, which has yet another kick-ass opening guitar riff. I can only imagine how the future mosh pits for the song would look like. Hopefully Mezzrow can do a US tour with a big thrash metal act sometime next year. The guitar solo in the song makes me want to jump straight into a circle pit. When a song starts up with a nuclear test site siren, you know that you're in for one hell of a ride. This of course is the song On Earth as in Hell, which gives off all that negative energy that you would expect from the song title. I love that bass guitar line in the middle of the track which eventually returns to the main guitar groove. I can always appreciate an acoustic guitar in heavy metal, especially when it serves as a calm way to ease listeners into a very modern creator-sounding guitar riff. That is what I enjoy most about the song Blackness Fell Upon the World. It's a killer song that only further complements the already badass album. For some reason when the vocals and bass sections come up, I'm slightly reminded of the industrial black metal band Samael. It makes me think of the song Telepath. It's not exactly the same, but it still makes me think of it. Dark Spirit Rising and The End of Everything both are packed with enough adrenaline to close out this long-awaited thrasher. For me personally, thrash metal was never really a favorite subgenre, but I definitely have my favorites such as Creator, Sodom, Exodus, Suicidal Angels, and Testament, to name a few. But there have been some newcomers in the scene that I have frequently revisited, like Invicta or Warfect. Despite Mezzrow being a band for over 3 decades, I feel like they have been reborn from the ashes like a fiery phoenix, given their circumstances. I can't find any real flaws with Summon Thy Demons, and it is certainly superior to most thrash metal that gets released these days. I'm very much impressed, but at the same time, it's not really a favorite of mine. But if you are a thrasher, there is a great chance that you'll love these guys. I'm going to give this album a 7 out of 10. Mezzrow is signed with Fireflash Records, and you can show your support by buying their merch from their website at fireflashrecords.com.